Hi Aries, this is going to be a nice little overview of your month of April 2021. It's going to be an exciting month. This is our time. I am Aries also. And so, of course, when I read for you, Aries, I am also reading for myself. And so this is a very, very important reading to me. I happen to gravitate toward Aries people. I love Aries. I think we are so innovative, and I have a bad habit of saying we're the best sign of the zodiac because we tend to be more youthful in general than a lot of other signs, and I think that's probably the best way you can be. I know we're having a lot of crazy stuff right now in the world, and life is a bit difficult, especially for us Aries, because we like to do whatever we want whenever we want, and when we can't, it is very annoying and frustrating. But of course, being the innovators of the zodiac, we can find a way out of it. So let's see what we can do and what we can come up with and what we can make amazing in the month of April. I'm just going to do a simple 12 card spread to see where we are. And I'll just, I guess, sneak these guys in over here. Okay. The first card here, the Seven of Cups. I don't know if you guys get this a lot, but I know I do. Almost every time. My mother was a card reader, and I've had readings since I was a child. And this card is one of the two cards that I always got, even as a little kid. And some people think of it as like a card where you have so many choices, life is really confusing and tormenting, but choice is good. I mean, I love having choices, and this is a card of having choices, but it also means that you have to really, not jump into the first choice, or if you do, make sure you know what you're doing, because there's always some deception out there. You have to make sure things are as they really appear. Not always the easiest thing to do in life, because as we all know, there's some unsavory stuff out there, but just use your head and, really think it out, and use your heart, your intuition, all that good stuff. The Lovers, yay. The Lovers, some people look at this as any partnership. In my world, I have only found this to be a love partnership, a very connected and hot, exciting partnership. The Lovers, I mean, it is what it says. It's lovers, and it's a great card. And I mean, it will make your world happier and better, or you will make, actually, it's the other way around. You, as the happy person and the amazing individual, will make the partnership better. Not really that it, I mean, they both bring something to each other. You get the point. But at the same time, it's an enhancement to life. That's what it is. It doesn't change or fix anything necessarily, but it is an enhancement to life, and as it well should be. This card is always considered kind of a sad card. Five of Cups. I always call it the spilled milk card. Lots of people do. It's about, oh, and I am so guilty of this lately. So guilty of this lately. So I don't know if you guys feel this, but missed opportunities, sort of beating yourself up about missed opportunities, or things that you've lost, or things that have been sad or wrong in your life. But all you have to do is turn around and see those two cups standing up, or maybe you even have more than two cups standing up. Look at what you've actually got and what you can do with it today, now. Do not regret the past, or even the near past. Just move on, just plow forward. Everything's going to be okay, but you have to keep moving, keep moving. I mean, that's the nature of us, Aries. We have to be in action. For us to be in inaction is a huge problem for us. So you don't want to do that. The Wheel of Fortune. Some people talk about this card like it's fate in general coming down on you. And of course we all have that to some degree, but for me, I always find that this card is a very lucky card. So when you have this card in your pocket, Aries, luck is coming your way. Good luck and good things will be happening. So be very happy about this. This is good. we're going in a good direction here, Aries, and I see some wands coming up, and wands are our thing because we're fiery, happening, make it happen people. So this is good. This card is a card of real happiness, the Four of Wands. I love this card. I mean, there's a castle, it's sunny. What could be bad? It's a card of doing things, it's a card of creating something, it's a card of happy home. Sometimes it's a card of moving to another home. So, whatever that may be for you, it's a good card, it's a happy card. The sunny looking cards tend to be happy for the most part. So, you know, be happy this card is here because this is a nice card. The Knight of Wands, the Fire Knight. That's us, Aries, the Fire Knight. It could be somebody you know, but it's probably you. We rush in and we make things happen, and it's important that we do that. And don't question yourself too much, Aries. As much as we have to be careful about our choices and we have to, you know, be judicious in some manner, we can't question ourselves too much because the key to our life is being spontaneous and not letting all the people who try to drag us down and say it's not a good thing get to us. We can't do that. We have to plow forward and sometimes do things that are a little bit crazy and outside the norm because, you know, if we do everything like everybody else, where are we going to get? Nowhere. This card is a great card of introspection, looking to the past, looking to the future. Most people consider this card kind of looking to the past. I do find that Aries, although we are always moving forward and we are always a bit crazy and active and all of that, we do tend to be a bit nostalgic because we're kind of childlike. So this is looking to the past. But as long as when you do that, you're kind of trying to figure out where you've been and how that affects you moving ahead and doing positive things in life, that's okay. You can look to the past sometimes. Just don't dwell because the past is over and we are not creatures of the past. We really aren't. We are definitely creatures of the future and the present. So just live your life and enjoy every minute. Like really latch on to every moment and enjoy every minute. I do think that is the secret of life. The secret of life is being kind of like a dog and, you know, not worrying about anything but the current moment because life is a lot happier that way. Very hard to do if you have any brain cells that are really happening in a strong way. But I mean, I know some really intelligent dogs and they do it. So there has to be a way. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is not the knight who rushes into the fire like this guy. He's the more stoic fellow who thinks things out and, you know, evaluates everything before rushing in or going in and who does all the steps and is a good planner. So this might be somebody you know, or it might be an element of you, or, you know, it could be something you need to do to be a little bit more that way along with your fiery energy to accomplish something. I know I have to sort of latch onto this sometimes in my life. If I want to get things done, I have to do things that are completely out of my nature, like make a list and check off the things as I go. So, like I say, it could be a person, but it could be part of you or something you want to embrace to make something happen. That's the thing. I mean, you know, we can be childlike, fun, crazy party animals all the time, but sometimes we do have to kind of, you know, take on these kinds of characteristics if we want to get things accomplished the way we want. Ace of Wands. One of the better cards for Aries to get because it's the inception of putting something into action, the beginning part of it, the idea, something you want to create, something that maybe is just in your mind, but it's there. And this is such a positive card. It means you can do it. You can do it. You will do it if you want to do it. So whatever the thing is, whatever that idea is, whether it's you want to write a book, whether it's you want to climb a mountain, whether it's you want to do some sport thing you've never done before, whether you want to, you know, take on a challenge of any kind, or make something, you know, we're doers. We like to put things into action, physical things. So whatever it is, do it. Do it. You can do it. You've got the card. Make it happen. The Hermit. For some reason, well, I guess it's not that amazing why I get this card lately. This card is really a card. It's not really a card of being alone. It's a card of introspection, going into yourself, finding what you need to do next. Uh, it's introspection. It's tapping into your instincts, all that stuff. And it's important to do that. I mean, no matter how fun we are or think we are, this is important to do for everybody. This damnable card, I hate this card. Seven of Swords. This stupid card, I get this card all the time, and I have family members who get this card all the time, and I have people I read for who get this card all the time, and it never seems to make sense. This card is generally looked at as a card of some kind of deception going on, maybe some thievery, some kind of somebody trying to put something over on you. And I never actually think I'm experiencing this. I mean, I'm not going to say never, but not to the degree where this card comes up. So I almost think it's like maybe the suspicion of it. Like maybe I'm suspicious of something, or maybe it's something so minor that it doesn't really register on the radar. For me, I don't find this card to ring true. Or maybe it's something, gosh, I was going to say maybe it's something in us that we want to do. I've never stolen any swords in my life. Probably never going to. Don't even know anybody who has a slew of swords like this. But I'm not sure about the card's meaning, because it just, in the people I have read for and for myself, it never seems to really be a thing. Unless I'm completely unaware of what deception was done to me. I think for the amount of times I've gotten this card over the years, I would have noticed eventually when the deception happened. Not to say I've never had deception happen to me in my life, but not when I've gotten the card. So we'll just leave that hanging in the balance, and you can take that as you will. I'm going to try to see over time some of my clients and people that I read for, what happens over the long haul with this card. I've tried to do that in the past, but nothing's really materialized. So far, I really don't know. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I've been doing this a long time, and I really don't know. The High Priestess, a good card or a reasonable card to get with the Hermit, because again, well, this one's more about female energy and intuition and female power and that kind of stuff. But, you know, that male-female thing in the cards can really transfer over, because we all have both of those things within us. I mean, I think my energy is more male than female, although I'm definitely a female. Yeah, it's all about introspection again, and going within and really tapping into that intuition that we sometimes tend to ignore, and we should never ignore. So this is a really good reading. I mean, I like this reading. It's not as typical as some of mine. This is really the only card here that I always get. This one comes up fairly often, but I love all these Wands cards. This is a really great reading. So Aries, plow ahead, have a fantastic month, and use your power and make something great happen. Start something up that you're thinking about. So anyway, have a great month ahead, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.